Hello friends, I am Sanjay Gupta. In this video, I am going to discuss about static variables and methods. So before starting, you can note down these information for your study and placement purposes. Now, static members. So first, I am going to discuss about static variables. Static variables are also known as class variables. So a given class will have one copy of each of its class variable and it will be shared among all the objects of the class. So if we declare any variable in the class as static, then static variable will be common for all the objects of the class. If you modify the value of static variable with object, then other objects will access the modified value automatically. So the class variable exists even if no object of the class has been created. They belong to the class and they will be referenced by any object of class, not just instances of the class. So if we do not create any object of the class, then also class variable or static variables exist. If the value of the class variable is changed, the new value is available in all the objects of the class. And a static variable must be declared using the static keyword before the data type. So we have to use static keyword before variable so that we can make it class variable or static variable. So in static members, next category is static method or class method. So static method must be declared using the static keyword in the method header declaration. So if you use static with method, then that method will become static method or class method. So methods declared as static have several restrictions, in which first is they can only call other static methods. They must only access static data. They cannot refer to this or super in any way. So this and super are discussed in my later tutorial. You can learn about these in those tutorials. So first point says static method can access only static method and it can only access static data. So this is so because we can call static method or static data without creation of any object. So static method can only access these attributes because if we do not create any object and if we access instance methods or instance variables in static method, then there will be syntactical problem. So this is the limitation. Static method can only access static method or static data. So you can see this example to understand the static variable or static method example. So this statement is showing that count variable is static. Then this constructor is having count plus plus. This constructor is also having count plus plus, and they are initializing attributes. These are constructors. Then get instance count method. It is also static method. It is printing value of count. So in main method, I have called get instance count method with name of the class. So we can call static method without creation of object with the help of name of the class. So this calling will print value of count which is 0 right now. Then I have created S1 object, then S2 object, and S1 is calling default constructor and S2 is calling parameter as constructor. Both are incrementing count value. So both object will be accessing same count value. So when S1 object is created, count will become 1. When S2 object is created, count will become 2. So student1.get instance count method, this statement will print the value of count that is right now 2. So you can see that this static method is accessing only count variable, which is also static. And static method can be accessed without creation of any object with the help of name of the class. So if you want to share value of a particular attribute with all the objects, then that variable can be declared as static. And if you want to process any static variable, then that method must be declared as static. And we can call that static method without creating any object with the name of the class. So this is the simple example of how we can use static variable and static methods in the Java programming. So implement this program so that you can understand the working of static variable and static method. So these are my information. You can use these information for your study and placement purposes. Thank you for watching this video.